What's going on, guys? Brian Groot here. Today we're going to be going over the 5 levels of leadership. One of the things that I want you to remember is that leadership is influence. The more influence you have on people to your vision, your goal. So let's get into it. All right, guys, number 1, we'll put it at the bottom of the screen. It's going to be your role or position. A lot of times people get into a supervisor position or a leadership position, and now they come to me and they say that, hey, I'm in a leadership position. It's not that they're in a leadership position that day that they got promoted or put into that spot. They've been a leader from day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and now they have the authority where people are going to follow them. And a lot of times what happens is that people will get in these positions of authority, but they're not a good leader. And unfortunately, you're only going to get the bare minimum out of those people physically, mentally. They're not going to want to work for you. They're only going to work for you because you have the title. So with that, you do have to continuously work on yourself. You have to continuously pour into the people around you. And just because you're in that authority position does not make you a great leader. You have to continuously pour into the people around you. All right, guys, number 2 is going to be relationships. So we all know that if you have the role position, you have the title, and people are only following you because of the title, you're only going to get so much out of those people. So you're going to have to build relationships with each of those people. And you're going to be on different levels of relationship with everyone that you work with. You may only be on level 1 with some people, but you may be on level 2 where you have a better relationship. When you are building a relationship, you do need to have know what their motivation factors, what motivates them. You have to make sure what are they going to school for? What's their dream job? What do they want to be doing? Are they just using this job to get to the next job, or do they want to work up the corporate ladder? Can you pour a little bit more into them about the company you're at now? It's just the little things. The more that you go out of your way to learn about that person and show them that you care about them, the more they're going to care about your vision, and you could start to push for level number 3, which is results. So now we're on to number 3, which is results. Once you're able to show that you have the position, you have the authority, you can show that you can build great relationships with people. Now you're going after the bottom line. You're trying to make sure that how can I affect the bottom line and make it as the company as most effective as possible. And this is really showcasing your skills, not only as yourself. A successful person is able to position and show themselves on how great they can do. A outstanding leader shows how they can bring other people up to success. So of course you want to make sure that you're pouring into the people around you. You have to be others driven. You have to simplify the goal and make it very clear for the people around you. And if they care a lot about you, you care a lot about them, guess what? They're going to go after your vision, and they're going to make sure that they achieve the goals, which brings the bottom line of the company up. The company views you as the leader in that position and continues to promote you up as you keep building the people around you so that you guys all get better as a team. And with that leads us into number 4. All right, so before we go on to level 4, I just want to see you guys in the comment section, in the like button. Hit me up on Instagram at thisisbriangaroute, Garoute, Garoutte, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you have learned anything from this, if you are taking anything from it, please let me know. So going on to number 4. Number 4 is duplication. Making sure, how can I duplicate myself? Because leaders will gravitate towards you because you're constantly pouring into other people. You're showing that you could achieve the results, and the company is going to give you more responsibility and give you more because they know you can handle it, and you're going to build small teams all around and continuously hit those goals. And so just making sure, like, now you're pouring into others and you're trying to build momentum. A lot of the problems, about probably 80% of the problems at your company, is because you don't have momentum going for you. You got to build up the emotion with the people, with the relationships, showing that you can achieve results and empowering the people around you to take more of the authority and make a lot of the decisions. A lot of people around you have great ideas. They just think that they're not able to voice them because you need to make them feel safe so they can voice those ideas. So just making sure that if you're a great leader, you do have to be very others driven and continuously be pouring into the people, because if you have momentum, you will crush 80% of the problems that are coming up at your company. And a lot of times the problem is very small and it starts with the people. So just making sure that you're pouring as much as you can into the people, and they will solve the small problems and even get you to greater lengths. A good analogy to think of is if a train is going 55 miles per hour, it could pile through a 5-foot wide cement, steel enforced wall. Now, if it is stopped, you could put a 1-inch wood block underneath the driving wheels, and that train is stopped. If you do not have momentum going for you, you will not be able to get through any problem, whether it's small or big. Now we're going to move on to number 5. Number 5 is the pinnacle of your career, where now you have accomplished so much and people know that you are so others driven and you've created so many leaders around you that it is just a respect, where they know that they will follow you, they will run through walls for you, they will make sure that they know that you will pour into them and you want them to be successful just because of your reputation. This is almost like you've built a legacy. This is a lifetime goal right here, is to hit that pinnacle. I don't think that me personally, I'm not at my pinnacle. I'm continuously working on those different levels of leadership. And the hard part is you're not on the same level with everyone. And if you're like me listening to this for the first time, when I was listening to it the first time, I was way off. I thought that I was on level 3 with people when really I was only on level 1. So just making sure that you are self-analyzing everything, self-reflecting, and trying to continuously pour into the people. The relationships is probably one of the biggest ones. And if you're able to build a strong relationship, then you can go after the results, because the people are ready to run through walls for you and get anything done for you. And then that leads into, okay, now they want to take on more responsibility and they'll become a leader. And now you're supervising them or advising them on what they can do as a leader to build their team stronger. And that's how you get to that pinnacle. And that's when the company, you start to see your CEOs, your VPs, and any of your executives. That's usually they've hit those positions. Not all of them, but some of them. So if you guys did learn anything from this, that is the 5 levels of leadership. I will go into greater detail. If you want to talk about it, please hit me up on any of the platforms or just hit me up personally. If you guys did like this, again, hit that subscribe button and I will continue with anything personal growth. Have a good one.